Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Why this time? Why? Only God. Let's calm down, okay? Let's calm down.
I'm Hajia Mariam Dzifa Ibrahim, former parliamentary aspirant, Amasama constituency. This morning, our VIP, Prof, came to our constituency, so we are touring the constituency with our PC. My phone started ringing about more than 100 calls, different people. But the one call that came, I was like, why is this person calling me? I picked. I'm a cader. So the person who called was our boss. So he was like, where are you? And I said, I'm the VIP. We are in our constituency, Amasama. He said, that is gone. I was like, what? Just like that. Gone, where? That, yes, that is gone. So I was with my driver. I didn't know what happened. So I said, no, we have to leave the team. Come and confirm whether it is true that it truly is gone. When I got here.
And I saw you enter. What did you find?
The house is just empty. It's empty and nobody in there. You could see that Ghana we've lost a legend.
That must have been unusual because previously when you entered, he was there to receive you, but it wasn't the case this time round.
A lot of cars around, you see a lot of people around, and we just entered the house, so just empty. So I couldn't control.
You came out crying.
Yes, he's a father, he's a hero. He always motivates and advises us. With the kids, the young ones, they are the senior ones, we are the young kids, and he always tells you, stand and fight for the nation. Stand up and fight for the NDC party. He always encourages you to do better. Don't fear, be brave. Such a man.
If you had one more chance, one more time with him, what would you tell him? Imagine having him stand right before you. What would you tell former President Jerry John Rawlings?
Daddy, you were a hero, and we are going to miss you. Yes, you are.
Thank you very much, and sorry for this huge loss.
Yes, I did. Obviously, I didn't serve in his government, and I was not here at the time. But since I, became a minister, became an MP and a minister, I have had various personal encounter. I mean, he's somebody that I will, call a father and call a friend. I mean, I have a very very, very personal encounter.
So for you, how would you describe the man who today many are mourning as a nation?
One thing that probably most people who didn't get close to him know is that he was actually a very, very, very interesting and very funny man. He cracks a lot of jokes, very very laughable jokes. You know who he is. He speaks his mind. He says it as it is. He doesn't, mince or mix his words. And I think, we have all shared him, since 1979, since most of us got to know him. And, he's been an institution in the country. The Ghana we enjoy today, the democratic dispensation we have, it's as a result of him, obviously giving up power after so many years in power. The Ghana that, I don't know how old you are, but the 1979 or 78 Ghana that we had was quite a difficult one. And then, he came in. A revolution for me was probably bound to happen anyway. It just happened to be the one who led that revolution in 79, and then obviously coming back again. So he's going to be part of our history for a very, very long time. I mean, Rawlings is a name that will never be erased in anyone's memory. But as I said, I had a personal encounter with him, at least for the last 8 years. And I spent a lot of time with him, both in his house, both in his village house and everything, personal.
And finally for me, how do we celebrate the man who many have said stabilized the Fourth Republic?
Yeah, It's quite interesting that a man has actually just buried his mother. I mean, first of all, if you have to take any comfort, in that, we come to this world, somebody brings us to this world, the people look after us, a man and a woman looks after us, and as Fanti proverb says, they look after you for your teeth to grow. You've got to look after them for theirs, to lose them. And you want to be able to live and bury your parents, which is the thing that you can say that he did. If he had died before his mother, probably that would have been more, But it's just sad that after a week or so, this should happen. But God knows best. I mean, he's done his bit. He's done more than his bit, in this life and in this Ghana. And as you rightly said, the peace or the democracy we enjoy today was as a result of something he started in 1979, to try and, stabilize the country and to try and get rid of corruption, to try and get rid of all the, things that strangely are surfacing again, in today's Ghana. And I hope that if anything, if we are to do anything to celebrate him, we should go back to his famous accountability, and probity, all that, and get rid of the endemic corruption that is eating up our country, and be disciplined people and do the right thing. We can do the right thing and still have, a good country for all of us to live in. The corruption, which is endemic in our society, has to end somehow so that, we can equitably distribute the resources of this country to pretty much everyone who lives in it. And for us, some of us, that is what we came into public life for. That is why, we see him as our father, because he shared certain beliefs that some of us do shared in those beliefs. And I hope that that will be a lasting legacy for him.
You were very close to the former president.
Yes.
What does this mean to you?
He was my friend. To me, he was my brother, and we are also related. Because of my protocol nature, I got to like him the more, and apparently we are also related. We worked a lot. I used to see him a lot before the mother passed, and then as a member of the protocol committee, I would say one of the key members of the protocol committee, we worked a lot. We had, and as well as visitors who were coming to sympathize with him regarding the mother's demise. I was part of those to make sure that the protocol was well ahead too. So it's a big blow to us. I mean, because this time, the last meeting we held after the funeral was just once. I mean, and the second time coming here is now without him. It's as if it's not true.
How did you receive the news? Where were you?
I was home because, I'm the kind, I sleep very late. If I don't have assignment, I sleep very late. I mean, he's the type who doesn't sleep early too, because sometimes I can chat with him at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., that kind of thing. So I slept very late, and so when my secretary called me, for some other reason, I was then awake a bit. Then I had a call from the former, President Mohammed's sister, to verify whether it is true, because they are also related. And I said, look, I've not heard, let me verify and get back to you. And that was it. And it was true.
What would you remember him for?
We wouldn't be able to finish when I start, but like we all know him. I remember one of the things he was saying when we were having the meetings and receiving guests and all that. I said, why? Because I'm very particular, paying attention to details when it comes to protocol. I want him to do this. I have to make sure he's the top was well positioned before the camera would take pictures. It's, you know, that kind of thing. And because he feels I'm always worrying everybody to get things right. And this is one of it. That's what I'm doing. We just, this few weeks ago, less than one month, and we had to do a lot to the Volta region and back and handling him, the crowd and all that.